Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Matter More Than IQ by Daniel Goleman was named one of the 25 most influential business management books by Time magazine, with 5 million copies in print worldwide and translated into 40 languages. In this book, Daniel Goleman expands the model of what it means to be intelligent and puts emotions at the center of aptitudes for living. He brings up the groundbreaking idea that emotional intelligence, rather than IQ, plays a greater role shaping our success in life. IQ is rather a genetic given that cannot be changed by life experience, where emotional intelligence can be taught to children, giving them a better chance to use whatever intellectual potential the genetic lottery may have given them. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell button to learn about new animated book reviews we have coming out. The 5 domains of emotional intelligence. 1. Self-awareness. Recognizing a feeling as it happens is crucial to self-understanding and is the first step towards handling that feeling. If we're not able to notice our true feelings, we're left at their mercy. 2. Managing emotions. This is the capacity to soothe oneself and shake off negative moods. Here we can work on shortening the time it takes to move from a negative state to a positive one. People who excel in this ability can bounce back far more quickly from life's setbacks. 3. Motivating oneself. Emotional self-control, in the form of delayed gratification, underlies accomplishment of every sort. And the productivity and creativity needed to reach a worthy goal directly depend on our ability to get into the flow state. This is a state of intense concentration, devoid of emotions, save for a compelling, highly motivated feeling of mild ecstasy. 4. Empathy. The ability to read other people's feelings increases when we're more open with our own emotions. The greater our capacity for empathy, the more successful we are in a vast array of life arenas, from sales and management to romance and parenting. 5. Handling relationships. This domain builds on the other 4 and is called interpersonal intelligence, and it means managing emotions in others, having the ability to shape an encounter, to mobilize and inspire others, to thrive in intimate relationships, to persuade and influence, to put others at ease. Having those 5 components of emotional intelligence in mind, we're able to find many applications in our daily life. We are slaves of passion. The design of our brain means that we very often have little or no control over when we're swept by emotion, nor over what emotion it will be. But we can have some say in how long an emotion will last. And this is what we need to concentrate on, keeping our distressing emotions in check. Here's an example. Of all the moods that people want to escape, anger is the one they're worst at controlling. The longer we ruminate about what's made us angry, the more good reasons and self-justifications for being angry we can invent. But reframing the situation more positively, seeing it through a different angle, is one of the most potent ways to put anger to rest. Contrary to the popular theory, ventilating anger is one of the worst ways to cool down. Outbursts of rage typically pump up the emotional brain's arousal, leaving people feeling more angry, not less. A Tibetan teacher's advice on how to handle anger: don't suppress it, but don't act on it. The author advises that we take action at the first signs of distressing emotions. Avoid staying too long in low states, for we risk developing chronic conditions that are more difficult to overcome. 2 strategies are particularly effective in changing thought patterns. One is to question the validity of the thoughts at the center of rumination and think of more positive alternatives. The other is to purposely schedule pleasant, distracting events, Among the most effective mood lifters are the aerobic exercises, singing, and throwing oneself into volunteer work. Helping others lifts us out of our preoccupations. The formula for expressing dissatisfaction or giving criticism, the XYZ method. The XYZ method: when you did X, it made you feel Y, and I'd rather you did Z instead. When you say exactly what the problem is, what's wrong with it, or how it makes you feel, and finish with what should be changed in the future. In a personal relationship, that may sound like, when you didn't call me to tell me you were going to be late for our dinner appointment, I felt unappreciated and angry. I wish you'd call to let me know you'll be late. An artful critique given from a manager to subordinate may sound like, the main difficulty with your plan is that it will take too long and so escalate costs. I'd like you to think of ways to do the same job more quickly. The goal is to avoid attacking the person and address the specific behavior or issue that troubles you. A character attack, for example, calling the person incompetent, misses the point. It will immediately put him on the defensive, and he's no longer receptive to your suggestions on how to do better. The book, Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, is a thorough writing on the importance of recognizing, understanding, and managing our emotions, and to some degree, influencing those of others. The book also examines the cost of being emotionally illiterate in our modern world, where more and more areas of life depend on the quality of our interpersonal relationships. Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite book? Facebook, Read and Grow 1. Twitter, twitter.com/readandgrow1.